He put in a call to a local politician of his acquaintance, that very same cousin of Crisis Cunningham's, a well-known local individual by the name of Mr. Paul Bright. Mr. Bright knew just what was called for. He suggested locally that the army could certainly tolerate a show of support from those loyal to the Crown in the neighbouring villages. An Orange Hall had been burned the last month, and the people still felt very bitter about it. A few more calls were made, words had in the right ears. Up they came, a few of them even were in sashes and bowlers. Mr. Paul Bright himself among them, in a thick black coat, black leather gloves, wee woolly hat. Near looked like he was going out on a job himself. Henry could see known UVF among their numbers too. Off-duty RUC, UDR reservists. And a few of the ordinary decent Protestant folk of the area, who would only stand up to be counted at times of greatest need when their patience had altogether gone. Quite fed up of walking around this part of the world apologising for their faith and their culture, wondering who was peeping at you and why, feeling like you had a target on your back every time you stepped out the door. Worth turning the tables once in a while. Ned was sent word they were on their way up. He knew what this meant. The border sealed. The hammer was coming for them. Bash, 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 no quarter given. And he knew nothing to do only get down on his 2 knees and say the rosary. So that's what he did. Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, hail our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. To thee do we send up our sighs, mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. Turn then, most gracious Advocate, thine eyes of mercy towards us, and after this our exile show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb, Jesus. O clement, O loving, O sweet Virgin Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. When he was done, it was time to get Mackin in the car and away out of this. See if he could get the length of Donegal. But before he could get his coat on, he saw Sid's car outside. Sid himself, Diamond, and Pig. They all stepped out, limping and holding other up. It was a sorry sight. Pig was ranting the minute he was through the door. What are yous pair doing hiding down here? The SAS wants to break us and leave the ships itself in flames, and it looks like they're well on their way. I hear that big ginger one said he wouldn't go back to the barracks till every one of us was plugged. I thought Ackle was the only man who'd turned his back on me, but it looks like every one of the squad has, this whole country, since you've all let the Brits get in round us. Months of work on this job, years down the fucking toilet. And why? Here's why. Touts. Touts everywhere. One of yous could be next for all I know. Ned stepped in between Pig and the rest before somebody swung at him. Take her handy there, Pig. Things will happen the way they happen. It's just the way it is. They have their day and we have ours. The Brits have crossed the border before and nobody stopped them. Some dirty deal done, that's plain. We have to accept the word of the higher-ups. We don't run this war. We can't change where it's going. But wounded men can't fight. We need to sit nice and calm, see if we can come up with a plan of action. It's no good wasting volunteers or munitions on pointless operations. Our people are running about the place all through other. Nobody knows if they're coming or going. Sit down here beside me till we think this one through. Pig sank down in the chair. The wind had gone out of his sails. He looked twice his age. He looked like his own da, is what he looked like. The big long face on him. Operations. Operations is the last thing I'm thinking about. Not this time. It's finished, Ned. Admit it. London's turned its back on us, and Dublin, and now Belfast too. Away we go across the border and back on the run. Dundalk is where we need to be, and stay there. I'll send word to the Army Council.